So in this video, we are going to solve the rook and bishop attack problem. So here we're told, given a string for the location of a rook on a chessboard and another for the location of a bishop, determine if one piece can attack another. A standard chessboard is 8 by 8 with columns labeled A through H, left to right, and rows labeled 1 through 8, bottom to top. It looks like this. Rooks can move as many squares as they want in a horizontal or vertical direction. Bishops can move as many squares as they want in any diagonal direction. One piece can attack another if it can move to the location of that piece. Return rook if the rook can attack the bishop. Bishop if the bishop can attack the rook. Neither if neither piece can attack one another. So, we would want to return bishop if the difference of the rows is equal to the difference of the columns. And we return rook if row 1 and row 2 are equal, or if column 1 and column 2 are equal. Otherwise, we return neither. So let's go straight to coding. First, we start by extracting the row values from both the rook and the bishop positions. Since each position is a string like B7, the first character represents the row. So we use the slice method to get the first character from each string. Next, we extract the column values. The column is the last character in the string, which is a number. Again, we use the slice method, but this time we take the last character. Now we calculate the difference between the row values of the rook and the bishop. Since the rows are letters, we convert them into their ASCII values using challange. This allows us to treat them like numbers and measure the distance between them. We then take the absolute value of this difference to ensure it's always positive. Next, we calculate the difference between the column values. Oh, it looks like we forgot to convert into numbers. Let's fix it. Now again, we use the absolute value to get a positive distance between the two columns. Now that we have both the row and column differences, we can determine which piece can attack. First, we check if the row difference is equal to the column difference. If this condition is true, it means both positions lie on the same diagonal. And since bishops move diagonally, we return bishop. If that condition is not satisfied, we move to the next check. Here, we verify whether the rows are the same or the columns are the same. If either of these conditions is true, it means the positions are aligned in a straight line. And since rooks move horizontally and vertically, we return rook. If none of these conditions match, it means neither the rook nor the bishop can attack the position. So, in that case, we simply return neither. Finally, we call the function with our input values and print the result to the console. And that's how we determine whether a rook or a bishop can attack a position. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more coding content.